Kia ora. I'm back again to talk about this, the third po, Kohinga Kai. So kohinga is to collect, to gather, and kai, obviously food. So this part of the course concentrates on knowledge and skills to gather and harvest kai from the environment, with an emphasis of knowing when's a good time in terms of the maramataka, the moon, and following local tikanga, local practice, while also keeping ourselves safe in terms of tikanga. We've got to keep ourselves safe in terms of legislation, policies, or holding certain licenses and certification. So traditionally our tipuna ate a wide range of kai from all these different areas of the environment, birds and marine mammals, fish, shellfish, rats, kiore, berries, trees, shrubs, ferns, and our tipuna relied on when were the right moons to do this sort of thing. They also had quite an intimate knowledge and could read the signs in the environment about the weather, about the tides, excuse me, the seasons, and different signs are quite specific for different areas. So there's a lot of different traditional tools as well, that things like fishing nets, tarike, hooks, different kinds of lures, wakahuia to trap birds, rat snares, different kinds of kete, and they were sized according to just about catch limits, different kinds of gardening tools. And then there were management styles like rahui. We're not going to harvest at this time, and it might be for environmental reasons. It might be managing the kai resource. We don't fish for kahawai, for example, until after the huamata, and we've had karakia for the huamata, where I'm from. So there's certain seasons, and we let the first kahawai go through until that ceremony, and then we're ready to go. And then we close the kahawai season again in the puri. So we've got this season to get this particular resource. So those are management strategies our tipuna used. So during this part of the program, we'll look at those sorts of kōrero, and again, seeking out different kai experts in the area who know how to get the particular kai we're talking about. And there's lots of different ones, obviously, for the different tribal territories. And then, we can look at the old style of things, which I love, but there's the new technology now. How do we find fish these days? How do we preserve and store kai these days? And we're just talking about the kohinga part of it, but there's different ways now. Whereas before we would have cut harakeke with a mussel shell, these days we can just get a knife. People are using GPS and firearms, and so there you go. It's having a bit of a comparison of the modern day and the traditional styles. We've got to keep in mind keeping ourselves safe in terms of tikanga and obviously OSH obligations. So about that firearms, we're not going to be using those within our program at the moment until we've got the nod for the correct SOPs, standard operating practices. But keep yourself safe out there, and mauri ora.